Yeah, I made some changes in the winter before this 2014 season. Just kind of some extra investments in my own career, in myself. I figure I don't have uh, don't have forever to complete my career and do what I want. So now is the time, and I hired a guy named Reed McAlvin, who is a soigneur who I've worked with in the past, and he's just my personal soigneur and takes care of anything that I need taken care of. And I've had a lot of injuries in the past, largely due to growing and just being a lot taller than your average human being. Uh, so this is the first year that I haven't had any injuries, and I think having specific body work and having Reed there every single day or most days has been really important. And no, I changed coaches. I'm being coached by Bobby Julich now. I still consult with Neil Henderson, who had been my coach since I was 15 when I first started. But everything's been going really well. I've really been focused this year. There's always setbacks and things that derail you in your season, whether it's crashes or sickness, things you can't really control. But I feel like of the things that I've been able to control, I've done them really well, and here I am at Tour of California, and I'm super happy to be here because it feels like a home race, and there's just great kind of vibe surrounding the whole race. I feel great coming into this Tour of California. I flew back to America the day after Roubaix, which was a little bit strange mentally and physically. I'm quite tired after Roubaix, but I had some stuff to do in LA, visa work for living in France legally, and then I just went straight to Boulder, which is my hometown in Colorado, and I had 2.5, 3 weeks of really solid training where I was being really regimented with what I was eating and what I was doing. And it's so easy just to be home and be relaxed and get training in. I have a great training group of guys that live there, a lot of continental professionals and a couple world tour guys that are pretty much for the most part they're all here in California. So it was a nice time. It went by really fast, and now I'm back on the travel train and go to nationals after this, and then I'm off to Europe. My personal goal, my biggest goal for this race, this Tour of California, is to win the time trial on the second day. It's a pretty straightforward time trial, rolling, really nice road surface. Starts and finishes in the historic district of Folsom, which is a cool little town. We go by a big jail, so that's a thing.
They'll be cheering for you.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe they could let the inmates out for one day and give us all some extra motivation to pass the jail as fast as possible. But no, I mean it's going to be a big task to try to beat Bradley. There's a couple other guys here that I think could have really good rides in the time trial. Jesse Sargent, Rowan Dennis, but I've been feeling really good. I'm quite confident. Need to get through the first stage, with nothing having gone wrong, and then on the team side of things, trying to get Peter Stetten up there. He's our team leader, our GC guy, and really switching into more of a supporting role the day after the time trial is key for me. But there is that potential for a race leader's jersey on the second day if you win that time trial. So that would be huge. I remember being here at Tour of California 3 years ago, my first time, and I was the national champion for the time trial, and we had the time trial in Solvang, and I did quite poorly. So I wouldn't mind sort of stepping up this time 3 years later. Yeah, both my parents were at Paris-Roubaix. I actually had 2 cousins there as well, so there was a whole extended family. But no, it's always special to see your relatives, your parents, your family, and they try to come to races when they can. they like to usually they like to just come over to Europe and hang out in my apartment while I'm gone and not even go to the races. So I think sometimes they feel like they just need to go to a race, to prove why they're actually there. But no, I love having my parents around, and I love being back in Boulder and having them there.